Good morning. It is Monday, June 1st, and it's time for our math lesson. We're going to try something a little bit different for the last 2 weeks of school. Instead of doing math in our math books and having you send pictures to us, we're going to try giving you some Nearpod lessons for you to complete on your device. So I'm going to show you how to access the device, and then I'm also going to go through the Nearpod lesson with you, explaining each slide, what you need to do, and then you will get into Schoology and access the assignment yourself. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need to do is get into Schoology by going to lms.lausd.net and signing in with your school email and password. Next, you're going to click on courses and you are going to choose your course, grade 4. And once you do that, you are going to see your page look like this. You're going to see all of the folders down in the center of the different subjects. And then you can also view the assignments by date. So our assignment for today is here, June 1st, Math, Area and Perimeter Introduction, June 1st. You can also find this assignment inside your math folder, which you can access by clicking on the folder in the middle. I'm going to choose to get it here. So when I open the assignment, you will see the directions, and you will see that there is a Nearpod link. You're going to click the Nearpod link, and it's going to take you into Nearpod. All right, so it automatically puts my name in because it recognizes that that's who I am. You should make sure that you type in your first and last name. And it's important that you put both your first and last name because all of the 4th grade students will be completing this lesson in one session. So you need to have your first and last name inside the session, okay? Then I'm gonna put join session. And here is the beginning of the lesson. So to move the slide, you're going to click the arrow to the right. If you ever want to go back, you click to the arrow to the left. So I'm going to click. So this gives some information about the series. You don't need to know about that. You can actually just skip this slide. And then this tells us what we're going to do. So today's lesson, first, we're going to connect, and that's going to take about 10 minutes. We are going to learn about the area and perimeter of a rectangle and the formulas we use to calculate each. Next, we're going to practice together. That's going to be about 5 minutes. We will practice our knowledge together by going on a virtual reality field trip and discussing what we see. And then finally, we are going to practice independently. That will take about 10 minutes. You're going to do some problem solving and a short quiz. Click to the right when you're done. It says, let's connect. This is going to take about 10 minutes. It says, we will learn about the area and perimeter of a rectangle and the formulas we use to calculate each. All right. So it says area and perimeter. This outer spaced theme video teaches the concepts of area and perimeter. The song walks you through real life example of finding area and perimeter. Critical lens. Get ready to watch a vocabulary video about area and perimeter. As you watch and listen, try to find the answers to these questions. So you should have a paper and a pencil next to you as you're watching the video, and you're trying to find 2 things. First, what is the formula used to calculate the area of a rectangle? So we're going to find that formula, and you're going to want to write that formula down. Second, what is the formula used to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle? So we're trying to find the formulas for area and perimeter. So let's go ahead and enjoy the vocabulary video. So you'll press play when you're ready to watch. Well, that was pretty fun. So now after watching that video, we can always go back and watch it again if we want to look again at the formulas for area and perimeter. So remember, area is going to be the length times the width, and the perimeter, since it's the edge, it's the length of the edge around the shape, you add those sides together to get the perimeter. All right, so let's see. So next, it says pair each term with the image it represents. You can use this little up arrow button so that you can see all of the squares, and you are going to match the word with the symbol. So for multiply, you look at these symbols and you think which one goes with multiply, and you match those two together, okay? Once you do the match, the next thing is let's practice together. So we're gonna go on a virtual reality field trip and discuss what we see. So let's explore. It says, on the next slide, you will take a virtual reality field trip to a family's backyard in Wilmington, North Carolina. Imagine this. You have been asked to rebuild this family's pool. The family members no longer want this shape. Instead, they would like to have a rectangular pool. As you explore, think about the information you would need to know before you start rebuilding. Okay, so we see this person's backyard. You can click on the image to move it around so we can see that their pool is an irregular shape. It doesn't have straight sides, right? All the way around. It's got this odd shape, and they don't want the odd shaped pool anymore. Now they want to have a rectangular shaped pool. So what do you need to know in order to create a rectangular pool for this family? Let's move to the next slide. So swimming pool reconstruction. What information will you need before you can begin rebuilding the pool? What formula would you need to use, and why is this information important when people are building or constructing something? So you're going to need to type in here into the slide a few things. One, what information do you need to build a rectangular pool? Second, what formula would you need to use? And why is this information important when people are building or constructing something? Okay, so you need to have 3 things in your slide. Let's practice independently. We will practice independently by solving a word problem and taking a short quiz. Okay. So it says, use these formulas to show your work. Area equals length times width, and perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. You might want to make sure that you have that written down in your notes because you're going to need it a lot, okay? So here's the problem. So you need to, it covers automatically with the formulas, it covers the problem. So you need to shrink the problem by doing the up arrow. And it says, Hassan buys a notebook that is 9 inches long and 6 inches wide. 1, draw Hassan's notebook below. So you're going to take, this is a draw it slide. So you are going to use the mouse to draw his notebook, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, label the length and the width of the notebook. So you're going to need to put on the top, what is the width? What is the length of the notebook? Number 3, solve for the area of Hassan's notebook. If you don't remember how to find area, you can use this formula up here, area equals length times width. And number 4, solve for the perimeter of Hassan's notebook. So if you don't remember the formula for perimeter, you can look back up here, perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. You're going to put your answers right here. You're going to draw it on the draw it slide. Let me move to the next slide. Oh, submit when you're ready. And then you're going to take a quiz. The question is at the top. You're going to choose your answer, and then you're going to put next. I'm not going to put an answer, only because I am not going to show you the answer. You need to try and find it yourself, okay? Once you're done, you're going to submit the quiz. And it's going to give you a score. Of course, I have 0 correct because I didn't answer any. And then you're going to take a poll. And the poll is asking, how confident are you in your ability to explain how the area of a rectangle is different from the perimeter of a rectangle? So if you're very confident about it, you're going to choose A. If you're somewhat confident, you'll choose B. And if you're not at all confident, you're going to choose C, and then you are going to submit your poll response. And that will be the end of the slide. Once you get done and you've submitted all of your work, it will automatically show up in your teacher's Nearpod, and they will be able to see whether you completed your work or not. Okay, so hope you have a great day. Enjoy something new and different, and we will see you in Zoom.